Hi, welcome to my channel. We are going to do a data structure and algorithms Saturday challenge. Today we are doing anagrams. So what are anagrams? Anagrams are strings that can contain the same character but in any order. Okay, same characters, any order. Okay, so what is our directions here? Write a function anagrams that take in two strings as an argument. The function should return a boolean, which is a true or false, indicating whether or not the strings are anagrams. Okay, so this is a very easy to understand question. So we're gonna create a function anagrams, okay, that take in two strings, string 1, string 2. Okay. And here are some test cases that we can check. Restful, we have the word restful, and we are going to compare it to the word fluster. Looks like they have the same amount of letters and the same amount of characters. They have 1R, 1E, 1S, 1T, 1F, 1U, 1L. Okay, and they are in different orders. They mean different things, but they have the same characters in it, in each word. Okay, so here is the true, here is a false. This is false because they have different letters right here, C and O. So but they have the same amount of letters, just different characters in some parts of it. So how are we going to build this? We are going to tackle this problem by using hash maps. So what are hash maps? Hash maps are used by using key value pairs to check if the values are the same in our parameters or arguments. So using hash map is our target. Then they're using key value pairs, and key value pairs are defined by curly braces, which is a dictionary. Okay, so if we have both words of restful, right, restful, and fluster, when we check each word in our hash map, they must equal the same values of should have 1R, 1E, 1S, 1T, 1F, 1U, and 1L. So right here we got 1R, right? So 1R, 1E, okay. Then we got T. So you kind of get the system here, right? So we all have one of each number, and if they are all equal, then we must return true. So this is what we want to happen in this equation. We're going to compare both words, string 1 and string 2. We're going to check if the values are the same, have the same numbers, and then we're going to return true or false. Okay, so now that we have the idea of how we want this to do it, we are going to quickly do a pseudocode to how we're going to do it, right? We're going to break this down into steps. So step 1, we are going to create a function that counts characters that take a argument, a string str argument. Then the second part is that we are going to count it in a dictionary, okay, and then we are going to loop characters in string, and then we are going to we want it for, okay, so if the character is not in the dictionary yet, we want it to start in 0, right? If character is not in dictionary, we want it to start at 0. Start at 0, right? And then when we put it in the dictionary, we want to add +1 to each count. So let's say if there's more letters that is inside of the word, then we just keep adding 1, and then I believe the last thing that we are going to do is we are going to compare. So, hashtag compare each string. Okay, so now that we have our strategy, we have our steps. Okay, now we are going to create it. So we are going to create a function, define count underscore characters that take in a string. Create a function that counts characters that take in a string argument. Okay, so that's that. Then we want to count. We want that count to be in a dictionary. So count equals dictionary. And we're going to loop it for characters. For characters in the string, right? We want if character not in count. So if it's not yet in the count, we want it to count character to start in 0. Okay, let's put this down here. Let's fix the indentation. Okay. If count, no, this is supposed to be here. Okay, and then once we put the character in the dictionary, we want the count of the character to add 1 each time we iterate to that character. Then we are going to return count. Okay, let's test it out. So since we're not comparing anything yet, we are going to comment this out, and then we are going to test our function. So we are going to do a print count characters of, let's say, beer, and then we are going to run this program. Indentation in line 4. Okay, let's fix this. I believe okay. It should be right here. Trying to count. Okay, and then it should be if too much. Yeah. Okay. Now that we have tested it out, yes, we have counted each characters in our string. So B, we have 1 B, we have 2 E's, and 1 R. Okay, so now we are going to compare each string. We're gonna have 2 strings. I'm gonna comment this out. Then we are going to fix the indentation here again. And then we are going to compare each string. Control X. We're gonna put this right here. Compare each string. To compare it, I believe we are going to do a return count character of S1. So we're gonna do 1 equals count character of S2. Okay, so we have the character counter in our dictionary of a string, right? So we're gonna use this function and we're gonna plug in our values, our first value and our second value, and then if they are equal to each other, right? If all of these are equal, then it will return a true or false. Okay. So to check that, we are going to do a print. We are going to do anagrams. We're going to call the function anagrams, and then we are going to create our first word, which is, let's try restful, and then we are going to try using fluster, and then we are going to run it. Okay, count character peer. Let's try to take this out. Run. There we go. So it is giving us a true value, which means that our anagrams function is working, and we can try to test it out. Test. It will go through all our test cases, and that should be it. And thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye bye.